Welcome to Fable Whisper, where stories whisper warnings and lessons through the wind. Tonight's story is one my mother told me as a child, a chilling tale of two sisters, an evil forest, and a night filled with danger. Long time ago, in a quiet African village, surrounded by wide farmlands and dense wild bush, there lived a hard-working widowed mother and her two daughters. Ada, the elder, proud, confident, and quick-tempered, and Chichi, the younger, gentle, cautious, and wise beyond her years. Their home was small, built of red clay, with a roof of palm leaves. It stood dangerously close to the edge of the evil forest, a place of darkness and ancient fear. At night, the trees moaned like spirits crying, and strange lights flickered deep within the shadows. Every villager knew the rule. At sunset, no one must enter the forest, for beyond the twisted branches lived an ancient witch, hungry for wandering souls. One early morning, long before the first rooster crowed, the girl's mother tied a heavy bundle of firewood to her back. She kissed them gently and placed a small basket before them, a few pieces of yam and a handful of snails. She held up one single matchstick. Mother said in a serious tone, "Listen carefully, my children. There is only one match. Roast the yams first. If you fry the snails before the fire is strong, the slime will kill the flame, and you will starve until I return tomorrow. Promise me you will obey." "Yes, Mama, we promise," Chichi said. "I know what I'm doing. You worry too much," Ada said, shrugging her shoulders. Their mother sighed, touching Ada's cheek. Mother said to Ada, "Pride is a quiet enemy. Be wise, my daughter." She disappeared into the rising mist, walking the long road down the town. As the day crawled by, hunger twisted in their stomachs. Ada said, "I can't wait till morning. I'm frying the snails now. I refuse to eat yam alone." Chichi pleading with her sister, "Ada, please. Mama said no. The slime will..." Ada cuts her off. "Enough. You're always afraid. Watch and learn." Ada struck the match. The tiny flame wavered. She struck the match. The tiny flame wavered, fighting weakly against the wind. Ada placed the snail-filled pan above the fire. Sssss. The snails bubbled violently, thick foam pouring into the flame. A burst of smoke filled the hut. The fire choked, sputtered, and died. Darkness swallowed the house. Chichi gasped, "Ada, what have you done?" Ada's voice trembled, though she tried to hide her fear. Ada says to Chichi, "We're going to town. We will find Mama and stay with her." Chichi whispering, "At night? Into the evil forest?" But Ada grabbed her sister's hand with shaking fingers. "We have no choice. We have to go." The moon hung low and thin, like a bleeding fingernail. Mist rolled across the ground, cold and thick, like ghost breath. The forest waited before them, massive black trees leaning inward as if trying to block escape. Their branches curled like claws. Every step sounded too loud. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Whispers drifted through the air, though no one was there. Chichi says, "Ada, something is following us." Ada says, her voice cracking, "Stop it. Stop it. Don't start imagining things." Suddenly, thwap! A branch snapped behind them. Heavy footsteps echoed. Thud, thud, thud. The sisters froze. Through the fog, a lantern flickered. An old woman emerged, bent, thin as a skeleton, wrapped in a torn black cloth. Her smile stretched too wide, showing small brown teeth. And she says to them, "Oh, my poor children, wandering alone in the night? You must be cold and starving. Come with me. I will feed you. You are safe now." Ada exhaled in relief. Ada says, "See, help has come." But Chi-Chi felt ice down her spine. Still, they followed the lady. Her hut stood deep inside the forest, crooked, leaning like it might collapse. The walls were covered with strange symbols painted in dried blood. Bones of animals and something disturbingly human hung like wind chimes, clattering softly. Inside, candles burned with green flames, casting twisted shadows on the walls. A pot boiled over the fire, releasing a thick, sour smell that made Chi-Chi's stomach tighten. The old woman placed bowls in front of them. "Eat! Eat, my children! Rest your tired bones." Ada devoured her food greedily, but Chi-Chi only pretended, lifting spoon to lips without swallowing. The witch's smile sharpened. "Eat, little one! You must eat!" Her voice was no longer sweet. Chi-Chi's hand shook. She whispers to her sister, "Ada, stop eating. Something is wrong." But Ada's head drooped. Eyes half closed, body heavy and limp. The witch leaned close, her face changing, stretching, her eyes turning black and hollow. Snarling, she says, "Yes, sleep well, my child. By dawn you will feed me. By dawn you will feed me." Fear struck Chi-Chi like lightning. She rose slowly, lifting Ada onto her back. The witch, screeching, "Where do you think you are going?" Chi-Chi bolted through the door. The forest exploded into chaos. Wind howled. Branches clawed at her skin. Roots lifted from the ground like snakes trying to trip her. Chi-Chi, gasping, crying, says, "God, please help me." Behind her, the witch's scream rips through the night. "You cannot escape me. You cannot escape me," the witch screamed. Chi-Chi ran until her lungs burned, until her legs shook beneath her, and then a warm golden light broke through the trees. Sunrise. As the first ray of light touched the forest floor, the witch's scream dissolved into smoke. Chi-Chi stumbled into the open field of the village, collapsing. Their mother ran to them, screaming their names. "My children! What happened?" Ada woke slowly, trembling. Crying, Ada said, "I should have listened, Mama. I'm sorry." The mother held them both close, tears streaming, and she says to her children, "When wisdom speaks, listen. Pride blinds, and obedience protects." The moral of this story is pride leads to destruction. Obedience can save your life. Always listen to wisdom.